Shalom, guys. Welcome in. Welcome back. If you are returning, my name is Shannon. If you are new, audio discretion advised. If you have little ones around, just gets real intense sometimes on this platform. And hopefully for your betterment, to know what is around you. The Most High speaks very profound here, and I won't speak outside of what he wants to bring out. And so, anyway, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you stay, you're meant to stay. If not, then thanks for checking me out. If you're involved in some things and your conscience is going off and you're wanting to get out of it, then I encourage you to just do what's supposed to be done and face whatever the consequences are, because all of us have fallen down in this earth realm. We've got people, though, that don't want to look in the mirror because they're ate up with pride and people know me, or they just in general don't want people to know what they did, and that's foolishness. That's foolishness. So anyway, my channel is different. I'm going to be a different type of a tarot reader. You'll learn the cards differently here as well. The Most High is everything to me. This is not a religious platform, but it is for upright righteousness. And anyway, you just learn me as we go. God teaches us why karmic activity is around people in very deep ways. And so anyway, I have freedom of speech. Do you? Yes, we have freedom of speech and we have rights, and no one has a right to shut you down in any kind of wicked way if you are pursuing uprightness and truth and asking at the hand of the Most High for things and acknowledging Him in all your ways. And you have a right to be a kook, but those rights are being forfeited by you wanting to be some type of crazy in the earth realm, because God says there's consequences with that, and that's a death. That's a past death, a path of death. Anything that's off of the truth is death. And if you want to die, then go ahead and die. It'll be a warfare on this platform for you to sit here and listen to what God wants to say. And some people are very weak, and they'd rather just forfeit this life. And then once you pass out of this realm, you're never getting out of that dimension. And you can't come back here to fix it. And it's time for people to understand that and to look in the mirror with that stuff. Okay, people have done some real naughty things. They think that they just puff up at their enemies and they're never going to see adversity, and God says you are going to see adversity in some stuff. I've had to look in the mirror in my life, and so must you, or if you don't, you die. And so I do. I'm real intense, because this is serious. People are playing around with people's things and think they put their hands on people's things that don't rightfully belong to them. And you're killing yourself, folks. You're killing your families. And you think that, no, I'm going to protect my family by hiding some type of nonsense. No, you ain't hiding nothing. You're not hiding nothing. It's craziness. What it is. People crazy do what crazy do. Crazy do what crazy do. Yehovah, maker of heaven and earth, I am not ashamed of you, and I thank you for your word. It is truth and it is powerful, and people need operations. Yehovah, set them down, cut them open, take the nonsense out, those who will call upon you, and give them mercy and grace. Otherwise, Yehovah, you say you will get up in your enemy's face. This earth belongs to you and nobody else. And people that you plant here to run it in righteousness, they will either stay and flourish, or they will be smashed down like you say, Yehovah. You are a God of war. Shut the wars down, Yehovah. Cut the wicked out. There is no hope outside of Yehovah. The Knight of Cups. Let me just say something real quick, because somebody yesterday messed with my platform again, and you're under a damnation. You have no legal right on this platform to withhold it. And so you consent to telling God that you think you have a right to put your hands as a little double or a copy on my stuff. And so let Yehovah Elohim, maker of heaven and earth, get up in your face, because he's going to, I don't care where you sit, what your name is, who you're connected with, none of that stuff. Neither does God. He sees every little thing that you are doing. And so you consent right here, right now on my platform, Shannon Hensley's platform, to let God get up in your face, trip you all over the place today and until you leave the earth on the death path that you're on. Now you're going to get off of this platform. We have the little knight in shining armor. If you're new, I'm dealing with a criminal that I have tons of evidence. They've drug in connections and law and everything else, and done an abominable thing, it should tick the public off. Should tick the public off. This can be a law card as well, but if that's in the upright, that's real sweet, possibly communication going on. That's also a love bomber card in the negative. Yeah, the Queen of Swords out here, and this is the energy I'm in right now. It's a matter of fact, and that's just that. And I won't put up with crap. And the truth is the truth is the truth. Don't care what you are, the truth's going to stand. Okay? If she's in the negative, she is a psychopathic piece of nut case, and we ain't afraid of the wicked. What can man do to us? Nothing. And then you've got two people that are under a contract or at a crossroad or have made a decision or done something. Okay? If you are dealing with somebody a little younger than you are with that knight. Somebody don't match somebody out here. It's a queen and a knight. Okay? But somebody, whoever the person is, it is a decision being made today out here. And there's things going on at work. And somebody's thieving on the job somewhere. Got their little shovel. That came out yesterday in somebody's reading. Somebody was, I don't remember which reading it was, but somebody was storing something away. And you got some thieves and doing some stuff on the workplace. And if bosses are going to hearken to liars, God says, then all your employees are wicked then. Okay, and so hopefully, and bosses were being talked to yesterday when I was doing the element sign readings, and so if you're going to do some nonsense, and some of you all may have to get up and make a choice where your job is concerned. Okay, the company will go down to the pit of hell for some stuff. But somebody is laundering money or doing something out here, stashing something away in around some type of a situation with a contract. Okay, on the job. Show me this. These two court cards, Jehovah, positive and negative people. Some of y'all, this is your ex, because the ex came out and they still think they have a right to come up in here and do some stuff on your life, and they don't. There's a judgment. Okay, there's secret judgments. This word goes to a secret slander. Also goes to resting, and somebody is going to. You better make a choice. You better make a decision. There's a head of something. There's Trump. Looks like him, doesn't it? Anyway, in this deck it does. The R and the B, somebody's name is Rob or a robber is out here. Like I said, there's two people involved in something with it. Okay, all the thievery came out in the air reading yesterday. And those of you in the upright, in the air energy, you need to check some people around you. And water's out here, and the water reading was nothing but sobby, crybaby nonsense on some crazy stuff in that reading. So whoever's upright and whoever's not, but there's been secrets out here and somebody getting judged. Somebody secretly returned somewhere and did something. Okay, out here, or they are trying to do something today, possibly as well. Something, somebody don't want their secrets circulated, but somebody last week when I was reading, they secretly had some pillow talk with the headship, and they got up in there, and somebody had some connections to do something for them, and they started some crap because they're full of envy and jealousy on somebody. They're ate up with it. And so they started some crap out here around a person on purpose to do some stuff, and they're going to go to jail for it in the end of it, or you're just flat out going to be tortured by God, because God said the other day he was going to torture some people. You will be tortured. That's God's word. I don't care if you like God or not. God don't like you because you are an enemy of him doing this crap. So these two people returned secretly and did something where some type of a headship or a boss figure or somebody that sits in some type of an authority out here. Somebody knows this, okay? Somebody has high volume intuition of what these two people are, what they've done, attached to some stuff. The Seven of Pentacles. It was an investment. That investment showed yesterday. We're still in that 24-hour period that we are looking at. It was a secret investment, and you can't have the contract because it's not yours. Everybody gonna know what you freaking are. This came out in the reverse. They did make a decision. They secretly, physically exchanged some stuff out here. Somebody nasty on what they are. The little star. The K or the B or the P or the R. Hey, Robin. Robin's out here as well. Anyway, I will name names that come through. If you're upright in those names, then something's around you. If you're not, you're the one that's going to get judgment on you. Okay? Somebody did try to catch somebody up in something. This is a forgery. Somebody signed something. Maybe for stardom, it ain't even theirs. It ain't even theirs. Somebody's sick out here in a really bad freaking way. They're sick in their freaking mind. They're filthy. They're dirty. This also has a meaning in the pictograph of storing something. Somebody is storing some stuff. Whatever they're working on, or it is at work, some boss figure secretly, for some of y'all, is involved in it. And for some of you all, that boss figure had 2 real quick energies yesterday around it. And so either somebody's playing their boss or the boss is involved in it. Now, do you think wickedness is going to pay off for you? Some people really are under that illusion, folks. Some people really think that, yeah, this is great. Yeah, nobody's ever going to find out this. Everybody's going to find out, baby. Everybody, honey. Everyone. Because Jehovah, he's not a liar. And he says everything in the hidden will come up. And so this is about hidden things coming up. Came out with the little secrets. This word goes to a headship. Also, the other direction. There's a headship back involved in this matter, or a head. If you're upright headship, somebody's going to expose something out here. Something is going to be exposed. You think Jehovah's a liar? What you did secretly in a very physical way with somebody, nobody's ever going to see this. And people do see it because God's eyes see everything. People are nuts, folks. People are really nuts. Don't care if you're a law enforcement officer and you're wicked, you need to be out. We don't want your kind. So there's a judgment going on. Somebody did secretly, physically forge something. Okay? Somebody knows about that stuff. Boy, there's a righteous anger coming through me. Somebody's a coward. Somebody's a coward. That's why they got to do things in a hidden space. Nobody gonna see me. They're a coward. They know they face some type of real judgment. You're still going to get the judgment. Some type of sparks. Bring it. Bring it. Is a fire situation? I guess so. Stagnant energy. How much is that puppy dog there? Anyway, it's a little side joke. Because the animal came out yesterday. Somebody's stuck. Okay? Somebody is stuck out. Here's what the card says. All right. God's going to make you stuck. You ain't getting away with somebody else's things. Your fingers are going to come off of you. You're going to die early. So this fell out in the crossing on this little love bomber. Okay? If somebody thinks they're going to come back around secretly to a boss figure or somebody in headship somewhere, it's a halfway apology. It ain't even truthful. It's a lie because air energy is out here and all that air stuff. God just kept confirming devils were everywhere. They're a liar. They're acting. Or they did act when they came back to do something, run this contract. They had already burned their bridges. Because God said about 4 days ago, somebody already had burned the bridges and they were sitting there going, how do I come back? How do I get back there? Because I need this headship to do something for me. Kill them, Jehovah. Don't put up with them. The ex jumped out on the Queen of Swords. Okay, well the ex is here. And they still think they have rights to things. They jealous. They're ate up with envy. They nuts. They want your money still. I don't know what you're dealing with exes, but like I said, it was out here. They want somebody to get into harmony with something out here. I'm telling you, you do it, your soul's going to leave you, folks, because something's wrong out here with this. This is secretive, and hey, and somebody's doing some stuff. This ex wants to try to catch somebody up in something they ate up with filth. Get on down the road. Whoever, I think it was the water reading. It says somebody had moved on. Stop calling. Leave them alone, is what it said. Somebody won't. They're ate up. They're taking people to hell with them. And people meddling in other people's business just because, oh, this is my friend. Okay, yeah, I'll go help you do something wicked. That's crazy. You're really crazy. They act like they're going to nurture you. or they did that. Unseen. They wearing a mask. They wear a mask. They want to get away and relax and go have fun, or they're trying to block somebody from doing that. And then the word relax also came out again. Okay, well, anyway, the word rest is out here. And then there they are again, a clingy old ex, dead relationship, old ways. They don't want you. It said so yesterday. I'm sorry, I just feel the energy if you are new. It just delivers out of me that way. It is what it is. Just alert me as a reader, or I'm just not your reader. I'm not here for popularity. I'm here to hear from the voice of the Most High, and he's judging crazy kooks doing stuff to other people's lives just because they want to cling on stuff. It's wrong. It's absolutely wrong. That somebody was a narcissist and they can't get it. How dare you tell me that I can't use you? That's craziness. A war. And this ex who's doing this, the crazy ones, some of y'all may have decent exes, but somebody's not out here. Somebody's an absolute filthy cuckoo in their brain. Okay? And they're in this nonsense because they want their way. And God says no. You're a liar out here. Somebody don't want you. And you are not coming back into this person's life or even trying to stop them from having a life. You are not doing it. Got maggots in your brain. Apparently, you're a lost soul because the lost soul card came out last night. Your end is already fated with God. A main male is coming out here. Is enlightened in the hidden space about this war. Somebody knows some stuff. Again, being at a crossroads out here. Well, anyway, they want to come to right judgment on, hey, getting unity with some stuff. No, it's filthiness. It's filthiness. There's a forgery around something. It could be in the military with military connections, but this is like being at a crossroads. You're not. You are. You either choose life or death. That's it. Once you go through the door, that's it. Are you going to live or are you going to die on this matter? Are you going to cuff this piece of ditch, male or female? There's a delay in timing of something out here, okay? Or somebody's just sitting there at a crossroad, whatever. There's the contract right there. Okay, there's the communication. There's something being recorded out here, or they want you to forge something. Again, this is a gateway to the dead. It's going to kill you. That's not your signature. There's timing on something going on out here. There's that little player underneath this hermit. Okay, somebody knows something. Hermit knows things. Okay, but something filthy and dirty because they rule over your intestines, and it just tells us something filthy and dirty going on out here on some stuff. Okay, if you have intestinal problems, then you do. It's just being brought out for that purpose. But this little player right here, they are sure of themselves. I know when I come in, I'm passionate. I'm going to get these sparks going, and you're not going to say no to me because I'm going to pour it on with such passion. You can't turn me down. I am going to be in, and I'm going to be out, and I got this thing in the bag, and that's what they are expecting. So whoever's being targeted in this, are you going to be duped just because somebody might be cute, or because you're going to die in this? I got to tell you the truth. You will die in this. You're going to get up in here just because somebody's your friend or your ex or somebody's meddling in somebody else's business, and you're going to literally go to the pit of hell on this contract? That's going to serve as evidence against you. Anyway, somebody is trying to catch somebody up in something. They're doing it on purpose. Because it's the wicked trying to prove a lie that they've already done. And God's never going to let a lie be proven except for that it was a lie all along in what you did. That's the only thing that's going to come out about this, is that it was a lie all along. And people know some stuff. You're some filthy piece of nutcase. The moon is at the top of the deck. So again, there's secrets out here, and somebody's deceptive. There are things that are going on around timing and things being recorded and legal things, because the word legal came out yesterday as well. The government is out here. I just heard the governor when it came out. And so somebody at the top of something is out here, because the judgment card's out here. says that a little that a righteous man has is better than the riches of many wicked. We got the true riches on the inside. Somebody wants somebody's stuff, though. There's that false church being exposed. Look, last night when I was reading, the Most High reiterated, because I think I've said it before, but there is a pastor and their spouse. They get up on the stage and they are fooling the congregation. Either people in the congregation know or not, but they're acting as if they are the opposite sex, but they're actually the same sex. Okay? And God's saying they're going to be exposed. Okay? Or any false church is going to be exposed. Russia also came out with that as well. I guess this one came out too. Security. Okay, well, government is out here. There's a breach out here. Somebody's trying to get some type of situation out here. There's going to be a breach if you give in to something out here in a very big way. A ditch, a whore, a strange woman. Again, that's what this is. The hermit is a disguise. I'm pouring it on, man. And I already know that when I pull my britches down, you ain't going to tell me no. And then once I get you, you're hooked. And then I got you, and now you're going to be at my command, because I'm going to seek after your life, and I'm going to take you to hell, because there's a gateway to the hell. God says that ditches and whores, they lead you straight to death. And somebody's in some false church, I guess. We already know that there's also a church that comes out on the platform all the time. The pastor's actually a pimp. Okay? It says that a wise king scatters the wicked and brings the will over them. And God says yesterday he is going to bring a will over. There's a natural disaster going to come to some people. And a bunch of people are going to die because of what a headship does. I can prove that right out of the scripture. We talked in detail about it, what King Saul did. Okay? And in David's reign, when he finally got on the scene, something that King Saul did affected people through famine, natural disasters. It's very spiritual what we do in this realm, folks. Very spiritual. Anyway, you got 24 hours to get something right out here. You going to do it? Because there's a ditch around somebody. There's a reconciliation trying to happen, but for a lot of you all, it's a lie out here. There's deception around this stuff. Somebody's ex around doing some crazy stuff out here. The person needs to go to prison. To press the palm, to tame, to bow somebody's body over. Well, we know there is some type of a gangbang, rape, nasty thing. And the Most High said yesterday that somebody said, because that laughter card kept coming out yesterday. And it came out like 4 times in 4 readings. And the Most High was showing me somebody sat there and mocked after they did some type of wicked thing to, I guess, somebody's parent or whoever the person was, but it was coming through like their parent. And the in-laws are involved in this thing. They did some heinous, nasty thing to the person and sat there and laughed at what was going on. And God said, I ain't going to be mocked by you. Whatsoever you sowed, that's what you're going to reap. And so you're going to get a feel for it. You're going to get a feel for it. Especially, you're going to die early in this matter, because God tells us that the commandment is to honor our mother and father. And with that, you get long life in the earth when you keep the commandments of God. And somebody's got a really bad damnation upon them. You think you're some type of stupid big shot. You're stupid is all that you are. And you're going to get shot real big, right in the head, because it showed the head coming off. You lost your freaking crown. And somebody going to lose their crown in this temptation because the devil is around and they're an imposter. So a wild place for protection. Nobody's going to protect you. Only God can protect us. Only God. Something about getting into unity out here with this ditch. You're going to get in unity with the ditch? Filthy, nasty, stink, gross individual. Either somebody's ex sending a whore somewhere to get something done for them, or somebody's ex is a whore. Whoever the person is, somebody's trying to do some crap out here. So this is strategizing. Go ahead and strategize. They also are, God said yesterday in the 24-hour period, and he also brought it out in the runes and in wording, somebody bows to molten images, and they're into witchcraft. And they think that they can send demons, and that's what their satanic nonsense. Okay? They're nothing but Luciferian nonsense out here in this church. And the people of God that keep the commandments of God and cling to God and put nothing else before Him, we're shielded. And all your little demonic nonsense and demons are going to come right back to you, and they're going to torment you and tear you and throw you in the freaking fire. Perverts. But they are strategizing something here, or they did, and somebody's got to do something with the judgment. Okay, so however it is, past, present, or future, we're still looking at what's going on today with this matter. And this is enchantment. And most I said you can't enchant a snake. Somebody is a snake out here, and they're going to bite anyway because they're crazy. I can't help it. Oh, I can't help it. Oh, I can't help it because they're maggots. Somebody's clingy, clingy, clingy out here, it says. Stupidness. The DH together or the TH together. This is also the Urus. It looks like an N, but it's written like a U. And so you could be from the UN or some type of connection. For some of you all, Russia's out here. So I'm talking to big government. The word government came out here. This is military. It showed right here. Okay, and we will get up and we will war if we have to. Got to teach our hands how to war for upright purposes, and we'll shut every demon down. This is making some progress, and Jehovah's going to make some progress today. It's going to expose some filthy people for what they are. The sickle's in on them. This is bad karmic coming to these ditches, these whores, because they're unworthy of something out here. Okay? Somebody spends their money on harlots out here, and it ain't going to pay off for you. Go ahead and get in unity with them. You're in unity to die. What else you want to bring out here, Jehovah? The boss knows. Okay, well then that boss does know, and it showed yesterday, and the boss came out here with the secrets came out with it, with the high priestess. The boss knows, okay? So Mr. Trump knows something too then if Russia's out here, because he's also married to a Russian lady as well, so whatever's all going on with their stuff and why God would bring that out. If you're upright. If you're not, it's going to prove fruit all day long. And every person, God's no respecter of person where you sit, rich or poor. God's the one that places everybody where they're at. And we are tested in this realm in righteousness. So the boss knows some stuff. And so I really hope you can get up in here and do what's right, Mr. Trump. Because some of us have dealt with some crazy, stupid nonsense for no reason. The boss knows there's a campsite involved in something. 3113. There's a campsite out here involved in something. It says nothing's too difficult for Elohim, for God. No, there's not. Some type of nursing home connection to something as well. What else, Jehovah, do you want to bring out? Fight today, Jehovah, for us. Teach our hands how to war. Shut down every stupid, demonic piece of filth bag. Crazy. A Capricorn specifically is here, and they play mind games for some of you, those in the negative of that energy. Well, that devil energy was there yesterday, and the negative of that energy. Somebody's clingy. That's what devil energy wants to do. Cling, 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 cling. And they are playing mind games. The apology card is out here. They're wanting to be all ditchy with somebody. It's in some type of headship. If the boss knows, the boss is going to kick this ditch out and bend them and put them in cuffs and throw them away. This is a warning out here today. Don't let somebody get up in here and act upon you. That's crazy. Somebody's sick out here. There's a word out here. Somebody got an incurable disease. And when I was reading last night, that card came out and said, a bunch of people are sleeping with this person. Okay, well, they've got uncurable disease. There's sex disease out here. Okay, and so some boss knows about it, and you're letting somebody do some nasty stuff and spread some dirty filth. Then it's dirty out here, and you will be judged just as much. You will be. I don't care what your title is in anything. Jehovah's looking at our hearts. And he's looking down in all of our hearts, whether you're an ex or not. Are we righteous? Are we bearing fruit? Are we planted by the water so that we cannot be moved? We won't stand in the way of sinners. Let them go ahead and do whatever they feel like they got to do. They're out of here. The chaff, they get blown away. Somebody wicked out here. What are you going to do? Bosses? Leadership? You better do what's right, or even the whole nation will be smashed down by God Almighty, because He says so. I'm not. I'm going to deliver the word of Jehovah. Now, somebody better get off my things and other people's things as well, or you're under judgment right here, right now. Yehovah, I call upon you. Don't count this small. Do what is correct, or you die, folks. I'll be back. Shalom. Those of you who are upright, I send you love and light.